So I was at the grocery store the other day and the checkout gal asked me what I was going to do with the rhubarb that I was buying. And I told her that I was going to make a strawberry rhubarb pie. Well, she clearly liked the strawberry part, but the rhubarb, not so much. She actually made a little sour face. Sort of like that. And I've noticed that rhubarb often does that to people. Maybe because it does taste incredibly sour on its own. Or maybe it's because it reminds people of celery and nobody gets excited about a celery pie. Okay, practically nobody. But a sweet strawberry rhubarb pie? Like I told the gal at the grocery store, if it's done right, it's one of the most awesome spring and early summer pies going. Let's get into it. But first, if we haven't met before, I'm Ken Heydrich, the Dean of the PieAcademy.com, where we teach you how to make all sorts of pies, sweet and savory. Even wrote books about both kinds. And whether you've made 1,000 pies in your life, or you're just getting started on your pie journey, you've come to the right place. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave a comment, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Now, to get started, you're going to need your favorite pastry for a 9.5-inch pie plate. If you don't have a favorite already, I've got a recipe for you at the link below. And if you're one of those bakers who've tried and tried, but you just can't seem to roll a dough no matter what you try, be sure to stick around to the end of this video because I've got an easy, no-roll pie dough recipe just for you. Roll the dough into a 12.5-inch circle and line your pie pan with it. Now shape the edge into an upstanding ridge. And if you want to make a pretty scalloped edge, you can do this all around. Now refrigerate your pie shell and preheat the oven to 375 degrees while we make the filling. You're going to need 3 cups each of sliced rhubarb and strawberries. Now, when it comes to cooking rhubarb, we always mean just the stalks. Occasionally in the market you'll find the leaves still attached, but you never want to eat them because they're toxic and they can make you very, very sick. For 3 cups of sliced rhubarb, you're going to need almost a pound of rhubarb. Rinse the stalks, trim off the ends and any blemished areas, and cut them into 1/2-inch slices. Now rinse and then hull your strawberries. Hulling just means getting rid of the leaves and the stem section. And there are a number of ways we can do this. You can simply lop off the tops like this, but it's a little less wasteful to sort of carve out the stem section with a paring knife like so. Now slice up your 3 cups of berries and put all the fruit in a big bowl. Now mix 1 cup sugar with 2 tablespoons cornstarch and stir that into the fruit. To give the filling a nice citrusy sparkle, we'll add the grated zest of 1 entire orange along with 3 tablespoons of the fresh orange juice. That orange flavor is one of the things I love most about this pie. Now set the filling aside while we make our oatmeal crumb topping. It's just flour, oats, white and brown sugars, some cinnamon, and a stick of butter. You'll buzz it all up in the food processor until it looks like a coarse meal, and then transfer it to a large bowl and rub it by hand to make these nice buttery clumpy crumbs. Now this topping recipe makes entirely too much topping for one pie, which is totally the point here, so just go for it and do an extra sit-up or something tomorrow, okay? Scrape your filling into your pie shell and then pile on the topping. Transfer the pie to a baking sheet, put it on the lower oven rack and bake for 20 minutes in a preheated 375 degree oven. After 20 minutes, move the pie up 1 rack and continue to bake until the juices that bubble thickly around the edge. This might take another 40 to 50 minutes. I like to turn my pies 180 degrees about midway through the baking, which I think always helps them brown more evenly. But here's the real secret to telling if your fruit crumb pies are done. See how the entire top of the pie has heaved upwards? There are some telltale cracks where the topping is pushed up. That's key, and that's how you know when your pie is done. And by the way, you see all that dark stuff on the sheet? That's filling that's spilled over, and it's the reason that we line our baking sheets with parchment. Transfer the pie to a cooling rack and give it a good couple of hours to cool before you slice it. Anyway, it's been a few hours, so I think I'll have a slice right now. Ice cream never hurt either. This is such a good pie. I really hope you try this. Now, I promised that I had an easy, no-roll pie dough recipe that anyone can make, and I'm going to put the link to that video right over here. I'll also put a link to a playlist of some of my most popular videos all about my favorite pie pans, so click on one of those and good luck with your pies.